how's this for our anti-reflection glasses? Hey, what's up everybody? Primus 22 here, bring you... It's not exactly an update video, it's a pseudo-update video, because I'm talking about things that might happen. Might not? Might, but might still happen. The purpose of this video, really, is for me to state my ideas that I have for the future of the channel, and I just want to sort of gauge your reaction, your feedback on the ideas I present, to see how, you know, the audience listens, because I'm really on the fence on this thing that I want to talk about, so it would help to have more feedback from the viewers. So Angry Joe has got himself in a bit of a pickle, hasn't he? If you don't know, Angry Joe is a YouTuber, does reviews of video games, but he's been doing a lot of more other content recently. Not less of his usual content, but more of new content like reactions and movie reviews. However, his audience, which mostly subscribe for the gaming reviews, have not the entire audience, but there's a vocal part of his audience that are sort of like getting angry at him. He's going on a vacation, or at least plans on going on a vacation for 2 months, which for a YouTuber, it's, I mean, how often do I go on 2 months hiatuses? It's not too much, but the audience is just yelling at him, and it's crazy, and more YouTubers now, because of that, are talking about, you know, a disconnect between YouTubers and their audience. And I've always said that my target audience isn't necessarily what audience I do have, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I've just made it clear that I don't want that the audience that I have to... how do I word this? I want to still have the integrity to be Primus 22, still have the videos I put out for my intended idea audience, regardless of what the real audience is. That isn't to say that I don't appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, so much for subscribing, it means a lot. And there are a lot of you who are part of the general target audience. Although it is admittedly hard to get an understanding of your audience when, you know, most of them don't comment, which is understandable. That's something that happens. I don't comment on any YouTuber stuff, really, besides like my friends. But I sympathize a lot with Angry Joe's position, with how the content he wants to make isn't necessarily appreciated, and less appreciated, but, you know, the content he wants to make is hated by the people who watch him. I found myself in a very similar position. For those of you who've been on the channel for a long time, you know that this used to be a gaming channel, and I did games and stuff. And eventually I sort of stopped doing games for a little bit, not because I didn't want to, but because I just focused on other stuff being Transformers lore. And it was from Transformers lore that I wager a majority of you subscribe to the channel for. And, but I never considered myself not, you know, still not doing games. And then I eventually decided to divide it into two channels, Primus Prime 22 and Primus Prime. And Primus Prime has all the gaming stuff and all that jazz, and more. Like, there's a lot of content on that channel that I think you guys would like, just because you like Transformers. There's some music videos, something on Mercy Gale, who's in the IDW universe. Now, Primus Prime 22 used to have a Facebook, and the Facebook was sort of one of the largest... at the time for Primus 22, the largest social media website for Primus 22, and I got a lot of views from them. However, I also promoted my second channel stuff and my gaming stuff, and what would happen is when I upload a gaming video, it would get a fair bit of dislikes from people, I suspect from Facebook, just because of the type of people who use Facebook, really. And, you know, it was just a hassle. And I just, you know, I eventually abandoned the Facebook, and that's why the Facebook's dead. But yeah, gaming really has been a core part of the Primus Prime 22 mythos, I don't know, Primus Prime 22 lore. And it doesn't garner a lot of support, and that's fine. Recently, I've been working on this compilation of some of the, you know, Primus Prime 22 moments. You know, some memorable parts, or not so memorable parts, that are worth taking a look at again from, you know, my entire history of YouTubing. And while I was making it, I was like, hey, this is pretty funny, I like this. And then I realized that it would probably be, you know, hated on this main channel, because you guys expect Transformers lore stuff. And I was just thinking, how sad is it that the best of Primus Prime would just bomb in a bad way on the main channel, and I'd probably end up have to be putting it on the second channel. I just thought that was just sad. But really what I wanted to try to do is bring the two channels back together. Because I'm one person, my personality sometimes shows through on the Transformers lore video stuff, but rarely. But there are stuff I do, and you know, I want to give that more attention, really. So my proposed idea is to pretty much merge the channels, really. When I do gaming, put it up on this channel. But I want to make something clear that if I do this, Transformers lore will still be the centerpiece and the main priority of the Primus Prime 22 channel. As school's about to start, and as school is about to start, I'm not going to be able to make videos daily, Transformers lore videos daily. I'm not going to be able to devote enough time to Transformers lore content, which that doesn't sit well with the YouTube algorithm. Game videos are fun to make, relatively faster to make, can pad my channel for the YouTube algorithm. And just, you know, keep my morale up, because I get tired of doing Transformers lore all the time. That's why you're seeing more games on my second channel right now as of late, because I just needed a break. I need variety on the channel. I just need that for my head. My gaming videos are generally, today, edited more like, you know, sort of like a video game donkey, sort of ISAR production style, where I just cut, you know, more of the highlights. I don't just do the game in one take and then throw up like edited things here and there, except for Katawa Shoujo. Katawa Shoujo is an exception, but Katawa Shoujo I've been working on since this channel pretty much began, so, and it's a visual novel. You can't change too much of how much you edit a visual novel, and, you know, keep the whole story intact. But other games I still want to do, and Mountain Blade Warband, my most recent video on that on the second channel, I think is a good example of where I'm taking my gaming stuff in that direction. So hopefully it's, you know, fun. Gaming is already an oversaturated genre on YouTube, and I try to make it a bit different, try to make it more interesting to watch. And again, even though I've been doing gaming videos a bit more recently, I still haven't stopped working on Transformers lore. I've got 2 scripts already completed for Transformers lore episodes. One of them's Battle Lines, which is the sequel to Coming Storm, which I released a few days ago, and the other is a remake of the Gender and Relationships video. And I have a lot planned for that video, so hopefully that's a good video. And all the while, I've still been working on my super big project, which I revealed what the super big project is in a stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the streams. Thank you guys so much for watching my streams in general. I really appreciate that. That you take time of your schedule to watch me. I appreciate that. And so you guys already know what the super big project is. And I think I'll go ahead and announce it here. The super big project is going to be a complete... I think it's going to have to be a video series and not just one video. But it's going to be a complete timeline of the IDW Hasbro universe. Everything Transformers, everything G.I. Joe, everything other properties, all in order in one huge timeline. So basically, if you wanted to get into the comics but didn't know the continuity behind it, you could watch those videos and then, you know, just get straight to it pretty much. And I know some of you guys are, you know, reading IDW comic titles, but you haven't read all the back issue matter. That timeline, that video series should help you as well. That's the super big timeline. I'm still working on the timeline, which pretty much is the script, and it's going to take a long time. I'm thinking it's going to be finished in August. But then I have to edit it. And then we'll have to see how long that goes. So yeah, Transformers lore is still going. It's still the main focus, but I also want to, you know, spread my wings, do more stuff. And I'm just interested in wondering, would you guys like unsubscribe if there's like more content on the channel? Because I know it happens to me too. You're subscribed to a channel, but it's been a while since you watched one of their videos. And after a while of videos you don't care about popping up, you unsubscribe. That happens to me. That happens to every YouTuber. Everyone who watches YouTube does that at some point. And again, let me just go ahead and give you the proposed schedule. You know I could never keep to schedules, although I was keeping good for the daily schedule. I was keeping that pretty well until, you know, family stuff happened. The proposed schedule is at least once a week a Transformers lore video, and at least once a week something called Primus Plays, which is going to be the rebranded version of my Let's Play stuff. Ideally, I don't think I intend to put up more than one gaming video a week. Really, that might change given the week, how busy I am, because, you know, school's about to start, and I don't know how busy I'm going to be. Ideally, though, there still should be more than just one Transformers lore video a week. One's the minimum, but I do want to have more than that, more than just one a week. But I don't think I can do daily lore videos anymore, especially when college starts up again. As for where they would be promoted, when I upload a video on Primus 122, I tweet out the video, I put it up on Tumblr, I post it in the Discord server, and I put it up in Reddit. I think that's it. When I upload something on the Primus Prime channel, I tweet it out, I put it on Tumblr sometimes, I just skip that, and I post it in Discord. I don't post it in the Reddit because generally, Reddit's for discussion, you really can't talk about a gaming video. And I think if I merged the channels, I still wouldn't put gaming stuff on Reddit. And the second channel doesn't just consist of games. There are music videos that are pretty, well, that I think are pretty cool, at least, on the channel. I have been planning on, you know, spreading my wings further. Primus Prime isn't a gaming channel. Just, that happens to be the only thing I've been uploading on it. I do have an anime review that I've been working on, and the script's there. It's almost done, but I'm not sure if we'll see the light of day. And there are some commentary-related stuff that I might want to do, sort of in the same style I did the Mask video. So it's not like there isn't a precedent for that on the Primus 122 channel. I can promise one thing, however, is that whatever I do on the channel, it's gonna be nerdy. In the original days of the Primus 122 channel, the bio said that I did everything nerdy, from games to Transformers to anime, with a bias towards Transformers, and that was the description for the channel, and I think even for Twitter for a while. However, more and more people came in for Transformers lore, so I just kept doing Transformers lore, and eventually people started to hate when I did anything besides Transformers lore. But I can guarantee things will be nerdy, always. And if you like Transformers, odds are you like other nerdy things. You like comics, you like anime, you like games, what have you. So theoretically, if I do this, it doesn't mean less Transformers lore content. It just means, you know, you still get Transformers lore a week, which is something that I don't even think happens now. But you'd get your Transformers lore a week, and then some bonus stuff. So theoretically, it's more content, I hope. But that's really the main proposition I have for you guys. I'm interested in hearing what you think. If you'd only watch Transformers lore videos, that's completely fine, you know? I can control what you like. You know, watch what you like. You know, maybe give my other stuff a chance. But if you just watch Transformers lore, that's fine. As long as I really want to be able to do what I want to do on this channel. And I hope you guys can understand that. But even then, I understand if, you know, you don't want me to post stuff like that on the channel. You know, you're not here for that. So, again, I'm interested in hearing what you guys think. There's some other stuff I have in mind, besides that, streams. Streaming seems to be a divisive subject across YouTube in general. People either want their YouTuber to stream often, or they hate when they stream because, you know, they get notifications and it's usually not at a good time. Stuff like that. I've been streaming a lot lately, but then I've also been deleting the streams afterwards because I don't want to clutter up people's subscription feed with my streams. But I do like to stream, and I do want to stream more often. And I might make Prime, if I do this channel merge thing, Primus Prime might become the streaming service. But what was that? At the same time, let me know how you feel about streaming on the channel. Do you like it? Do you hate when I do it? Would you rather streaming be done on Primus Prime 22 or moved to its own dedicated channel, whether it's Primus Prime or some other channel? Another thing I want to do is there's a lot of Transformers stuff for Transformers lore that don't have any visual medium to it. Usually that means they're a book or a prose story. And I want to cover that on Transformers lore, but forever I've been having a hard time trying to do that. Because how do you make a video out of something that has no pictures in the first place? Ultimately, I've been thinking it since like the beginning of the channel, really, how I should do it. Shattered Glass, people have been asking me, Primus, when are you going to do Shattered Glass? That's a good question. Shattered Glass, the first part is a comic, but the rest is pretty much prose story. And I don't want to just do part 1 and then leave off the rest of it forever. You know, like a certain continuity I've done. So I'm thinking this might be the way I reach a compromise between non-visual medium in a video. And that is the Transformers Lore podcast. Its goal is to pretty much break down, you know, stuff regarding Transformers lore that don't have any visual properties to them, you know, books and stuff like that. There would be no visuals, there might be like a static screen on the video, like, you know, Primus Prime or Transformers Lore podcast. While I talk about it, it will be pretty much, it'll be a little longer than you know, a usual short Transformers Lore episode. because I don't intend to, like, you know, write out a script, maybe write out outlines for what to talk about in the podcast, but then go through the major plot points, major lore bits from, you know, stories. Text-based stories, stuff like that. That's how I think I can handle, you know, books. And who knows, maybe I can expand it to other stuff as well. Podcasts are a very flexible medium. So let me know what you guys think about that too. So let me know what you guys think about all those proposals. I know it's a lot to take in. I'm still thinking about what to do with the future of the channel. I do intend to bring up Transformers lore uploads while I'm working on the super big project, which might delay the project, but at least I get videos coming out. And I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you have not yet, and if you would like. Follow me on social media like Twitter for updates, and have a good day, ladies and gentlemen. Don't stop being awesome.